All right, so here is your math notebook video for long division. So this right here, this standard is for fourth grade, numbers and operations base 10, because remember our number system is all in tens. And this is number 6, the last one of this set of standards. All right, so in your math notebook, on this left side explains our strategy, our way of remembering the steps. This is literally just the standard traditional way of doing long division, but we're giving you some neat tricks to remember the steps so you can stay organized. So we're going to walk through that together. So we want you to think about division as dividing up a total amount of things into a certain amount of kids equally. Okay? So that's what I want you to think about, and we're going to use our McDonald's acronym. So that's right up here, our Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw? So ready, say it, ready, set, go.
Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw?
That's our acronym. What does it mean? Get ready, set, go. The D means
determine.
The M means
multiply.
S means
subtract.
To find out what's left over. The C means
check.
Make sure that remainder is less than the divisor. We call it the king being happy. And then the B, ready, with the gestures, ready? Bring
down and box.
And then our R is?
Repeat or remainder.
So we're using this as our acronym throughout the whole thing. Okay? So let's go ahead and get right into this. Here's what I want you to picture with this. We're moving to 3-digit totals, okay? Meaning we have 3 place values going into the hundreds, divided into 2 people, okay, equally. So here's what I need you to picture. Put your pencils in the groove of your desk. And time's up. All right. So we have these Smarties. Okay. These are 10 in a pack. There's 10 in each group of Smarties. I want you to picture this right here. Let me move this up a little bit. When you think about these place values, now let's slow down and think about this. This 7 means that we have 7 individual Smarties in our hands. This 5 means I have 10 packs, because what place is this? The tens place. Nice job. So these are individual Smarties. This is the tens place, which means I have 5 of these 10 packs of Smarties. Okay? On a tray. Just picture it all on this tray. And then this one. We're now in the hundreds place. And then imagine the thousands place. This place value is 10 of these. Imagine this all together. In a giant, long chunk. Or imagine them in this big sort of chunk like this. This big flat of 100 Smarties. How cool would that be for Easter? That'd be Easter. 100 pack of Smarties. Okay? Or imagine, it would probably be cooler really long, right? Because then you could whip your brother or sister with it.
Yeah.
So imagine this 100 pack. That means how many 100 packs of Smarties do we have? It says we have 300 packs. Okay? 3 of those really long, cool ones. And then imagine going into the thousands place having 10 of those in you could use it as like a belt for an elephant belt. Okay? So that's what we're talking about. And when we go through this process, we're talking about, well, let's divide up those really cool 100 ropes first, and then any leftovers, we'll unwrap them and put them into that next place value column. And then any leftovers, we'll unwrap and put them into that next place value column. So that's how this is work, and I want you to always be thinking about it as a total of Smarties divided up into how many groups of kids, and the top will be how many are in each group. Okay, how many each kid gets. All right, so let's go ahead and go through this together then. Let me borrow this one. All right, so let's go through and model this together as a group. I'm going to zoom in so we can see on the video. So our first step, let's go ahead and do it over here. That worked pretty well. Actually, we have some space over here. First step is setting up our division trick or hint for solving it. So we're going to say the does McDonald sell, and you can see that's written right here also. So ready? As we say it, write it on your paper. So ready, steady, go. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw? Once we do that, so we're organized, draw your horizontal lines. Don't go into your workspace though, so that we can put our check mark to check off each step as we go. Again, this is just a strategy so that you can stay organized. Okay? All right, so next, we're going to go through those steps. So determine. We're going to start with this 2 and determine 2 times what? Everyone look at where we put our pencil tip. We're going to do these things Mr. Pete and I have been talking about tapping. So we're going to tap determine 2 times what? But now we're starting in the hundreds place. What place?
Hundreds place.
So because I'm wondering, hey, can I share these cool giant 100-pack ropes of Smarties first? Okay. Well, there's 3 of them. So can I start sharing those with 2 kids? Yeah, each of you can get one, right? All right, so that's what we're asking. So ready? Say the phrase, but tap like I am. Ready, set, go. Determine 2 times what gets me close to 3
without going over.
And our number we know, we go through our multiplication facts. Logan?
2 times 1.
2 times 1, because 2 times 2 is 4, and that goes over. Always check what goes over. So now, check off determine. Now we're going to go down to the M and tap it together. So let's check off M and say it together. Ready, set, go. Multiply 2 times 1 equals 2. And it goes right in this same place value because we're telling you now how many of those hundreds packs did you give out so far? That's what that means. What's that mean? How many of the 100 packs did you give out so far? I've given out 1 to each person, but that means I've given out 2 of them. What do we do to find out how many 100 packs we have left over in our hands? Subtract. Nice job. Tell them, man, you're smart.
Man, you're smart.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the next step, which is subtract. So check it off, and let's say it together and tap it. Ready, set, go. Subtract 3 minus 2 equals 1. Look how we're staying organized in the hundreds place. Make sure your place values are lined up. All right, now that we've subtracted, let's check. And we're checking to make sure our remainder is less than our divisor. Why? Because imagine if I'm holding 2 left over here, what would you 2 people say? I have 2 of these cool 100-pack ropes of Smarties. What would you say, Colin? Can I have those? You have enough to share. Why'd you stop? So if we run into this situation where this number is the same size or bigger than what we're just for fun calling the king, then the king's not happy because he's like, you could have given me more. What are you doing? That means you messed up. So that just means we did something wrong here or we subtracted wrong, okay? So that's what the check part means. Don't skip that step. All right, now the B, ready? With the gestures, ready, set, go.
Bring down and bust.
So that means now what we're doing is we're taking that really, really cool, I need to make a cool 100 rope thing with saran wrap or something. All right, so now imagine I have one of those giant cool rope ones left, but I have 2 people to share it with. Well, I can't do that. So we're going to unwrap it.
Oh.
Okay? But when you unwrap it, inside of it are these nice packs of 10s. So when I unwrap the big one, all these little 10 packs fall out. Okay? So I'm going to join those with the other 10 packs and bring the other 5 10 packs down and join it together so that I have 15 10 packs to start sharing now. So that's all we're doing is we're moving it down the line. All right, so let's go ahead and actually check off bring down. Bringing down the 5. Make sure your arrow just goes down to the line. And then go ahead and carefully box. We sort of look at this as your tray. So you have a tray up here, and once you start passing it out, then you have a new tray. And on this tray, I have 15 of those 10 packs now to start dividing up. Okay? So this box looks like a tray. That's how I want you to think about it. All right, and then here we go. I'm wondering, are we going to repeat this process, or is this our remainder? And someone want to give me the $5 answer? How do you know you're repeating this process, Matthias?
I know we're repeating this process because there's still spots left up in the quotient.
Nice. I know we're repeating this process because there's still what? Spots left in the quotient. And look at the remainder. The king's not happy. He can get more stuff. These two kids can get more Smarties. So those are two reasons. Come get your money, tell them like, good thinking.
Good thinking.
All right, moving on to the next. Ready? Here we go. So we're going to repeat that process, but now this is sort of dead to us. We're done with this right now. We're focusing on this. Don't forget that. This 7 still exists. We're going to bring it down later, but this here is sort of done because we've already passed stuff out, and this is what we have left over now. All right, so let's start over. We're going to, right next to your check marks, draw that line to separate your work. And here we go with the D. Check off D and ready. We're going to be doing determine 2 times what. And the what is going to go right above here. But it's going to be getting close to this, because this is what we're dividing up now, this 15 leftover 10 packs. So ready? Everyone set, go. Determine 2 times what gets me close to 15
Without going over.
and go through your facts. What number is going in the what spot? Evie? 2 times 3 is 6. So we're getting there, but we need to keep testing. So just keep going. 2 times 6 is 12. But what if I can go further? I better keep checking until I go over, then go back one. But I want her to do it because this is what you do. It's okay for her to say something less and keep trying. That's called problem solving until you get it. So right now we're at 2 times 6 is 12, so keep going. 2 times 7 is 14. That's really close, right? But we need to go one more. 2 times 8 is over, so instead of 8, we go back down to the 7. That process you went through is perfect. That's what our brains should be thinking. So nice job. All right, please tell her, good thinking.
Good thinking.
All right, so she said 2 times 7 is what she determined gets us really close without going over. All right, go to multiply. Check it off. Ready? Steady, and go. Multiply 2 times 7 equals 14. All right, draw your line. Next thing, ready? What's the S? 3, 2, 1.
Subtract.
Check it off and say it. Ready, go. Subtract 15 minus 14 equals 1. All right, what's the C? 3, 2, what?
Check.
Is the king happy?
Yeah.
Because we can't pass out any more 10 packs. We did as many as we could. All right, so let's go down to the B. Ready, set, go. With gestures, set, go. Bring
Down and box.
So we're bringing down the leftover ones now. And what are we going to do with this 1 10-pack left over? How are you going to separate it and join it with the ones? What are you going to have to do to it? Dara? Unwrap it and dump it out. And now we're joining it together with the 17. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and bring down. Look at this, though, now. We're bringing all the way down to there to join them together. And we have a new tray. We box this new tray. Okay? All right, we're going to repeat because, look, there's spots left in the
Quotient.
So let's go back up and look at this. We're going to need a 3rd row
What?
because we have 3 place values this time. So do your best. You might just have to make really small check marks to make that happen. Okay? All right, ready? Let's go through this and finish off the problem. Okay? So ready? Determine. Check off determine. And let's say it together. 3, 2, 1. Determine 2 times what gets me close to 17
Without going over.
What's your number? So remember, this is dead to us. This is what's left over now. 2 times what gets me close to 17 without going over? Jane? 2 times 8 is 16. That's really close. 2 times 9 is 18, which goes over. So you're right. Okay, let's check off multiply. Ready, say it, go. Multiply 2 times 8 equals 16. Okay, check off subtract. Ready, set, go. Subtract 17 minus 16 equals 1. Okay, what's the C? 3, 2, what?
Check.
Is the king happy?
Yes.
Anything to bring down?
No.
No, but we can box our remainder on the tray. And then, how do you know that we are done and that this is our remainder? The $5 question of the day is going to Caitlin.
I know that we're done because all the spots of the quotient are filled.
Tell her, man, you're good.
Man, you're good.
Here, please. All right, so, and take it straight up. Make sure it's above the line, and we have a remainder of 1. Okay? Has to be sort of connected with this. You can't go way out in space. Has to be sort of connected, but you can keep it a little offset here to show that extra remainder. Okay? All right, so that's it. Nice job. Go ahead and just leave everything where it is, and we'll head to special right now.